Okay, good morning, everyone. I hope that you will find this session funny and amusing and also valuable, of course. So it's about innovation and creativity and how being smart and doing useless activity can increase your creativity. Go ahead. So if you can see on the presentation on the screen, there are a few, there it is. There are a few unconferences in Israel and maker places where people come together without any rigid agenda and building things together in a resourceless environment. So they are being taught together to work with less money, less budget, and they have to be creative. So we're adding lots of fun into the process and useless activity or creating useless gadgets, so at least something will be fun about it. So to start with a few examples, the GarageGeeks is the largest makers community in Israel. Today it's counting 8,000 people. This is how the place looks like. It's an open house, open garage in Hulon. Again, people come over, create games together, workshops, building devices, a maker place. Here it's a weekend of game development, and there are as well sessions. You can lecture about anything that you want, just invite people. Another conference is GeekCon. GeekCon is a 3-day conference where people form into groups, and from vision to execution, they have to build something by their own, and the day after it doesn't work, of course. Another unconference example is MuseNet. We're meshing up people from the music academy and people from the music industry, so you can see techno DJ collaborating with a classic composer. So that's not something you see every day. And of course, the biggest of all conferences, headed by Yossi Vardi, created by Yossi Vardi, it's Kinnernet, where again, 200, 250 people come and they are creating everything, the food, the logistics, the content inside, where people setting things on fire, although it's less, it's not allowed anymore, cooking together, bringing robots, bringing the things that they built. Lots of fun. So, excuse me. I want to start with my first example of innovation from my personal experience. So my first creation was back in the 80s. I was at 4th grade, and every kid at school, well, at least that's what I told my parents, had games, Game Boys. And it didn't convince them, so they didn't want to buy me. So again, innovation comes out of constraints, lack of resources. So I decided to build my own game. I took a plastic box, created a labyrinth inside with cardboard, and threw inside some small chunks of magnets, and most important, real live ants with big legs, crawling around the labyrinth, and from the bottom, underneath, I had another magnet who was collecting the magnet. So that was my first augmented reality game, where at least it was for the ants. So more mature examples of creations that are created during those spontaneous bursts of creativity. 3 days, create a guitar that teaches you how to play. So we took a regular acoustic guitar, drill inside 60 holes, wire everything with LEDs and LEDs that just light and tell you where to fret. And again, Arduino and MIDI, it's a music protocol. And the lights, as you can see on the LEDs, just tells you where to place your finger when you fret the guitar.
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying the stairway to heaven.
I like to mash up 3 rules of thumbs in this kind of creation. One of them is technology, the other one is games, and the third one is self-embarrassment. So you have not to take yourself too serious, because you can do it in these kind of creations. So getting dressed, the goal here was to create a Tron costume. Again, over 2 days. This is a helmet created using a Japanese software that you can upload a 3D model, and it gives you like an origami thing that you can fold. So that's the helmet and electroluminescent wires. It was quite a dangerous suit. And on the left, you can see the original. On the right, your humble servant embarrassing himself. Fooling around, dove shit dove. This project was set up at Kinnernet. That's quite a big dove making lots of sound, and it has a motion detection underneath. So if somebody was walking underneath it, it was spitting dove soap on top of him. So that's a dove shit dove project. Experience factors. There was like a arm war between all consoles, but we came over and created the X factor, the experience factor, which everybody knows about it nowadays. So again, in the getting dressed theme, the mission here was to create a Wii-Man superhero suit, disassembling the Wiimote, wiring everything in the suit, and again, self-embarrassment. And it was fully functional, so you could play with it. Not quite easy, but it was fun. Games. That was one of my first projects with GarageGeeks. Why play a Guitar Hero game if you can let a robot do it for you? So it's just like watching football, right? Other people are doing it for you. So we took a mannequin. Tal Halozin created the robotic arms with the solenoids. And the feed of the video was hooked in the neck of the robot, and it was detecting in real time the plates that coming over, and just clicking, 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 and playing the guitar for you, playing the game for you. I have a small presentation of it. It was touring around. It was at Le Web and a Boston conference with Jeff Pulver. Okay, another game. This is a device that was created beforehand. Nowadays there is a device like that. The goal here was to hook up into a Tony Hawk Pro Skater game. It's a game that you play with your keyboard, a skateboard game that you play with your hands. So we took a regular skateboard. We also modified the resources of the game so it will resemble the person in front of you. And again, a regular skateboard, a Wiimote, because it's just a great package of Bluetooth and accelerometers and everything. And the game was projected in front of you. And while you're riding a real skateboard, you're playing a skateboard game. Isn't that more appropriate? Okay, another example, taking the experience furthermore. How can we help people realize how flying is? So that's the Iron Man simulator. We took a small crane, placed a person inside with wings from an unmanned aerial vehicle, so you felt like a plane. In front of you, another plane with a huge propeller just blowing tons of wind at you. So, like that. On your eyes, virtual reality glasses, so you can't see anything, just what's inside those glasses. And over there, projected Google Earth. Underneath, again, Nintendo Wiimote. No rocket science, but the experience factor here is way up. It was quite a claustrophobic experience for some people, and very thrilling. So here's how it looks. Afterwards, everybody were doing Kinect, right? Waving their hands in front of the device. So we realized we need to take one step further and not do Kinect. So there are brain-machine interfaces today which are really inspiring us, but they're not that good. But still, it's something which is you can get as a consumer and start playing with it. So it started with that. Right? First hospital has it, and now a regular developer can have it and hack it. So the goal here was to play Angry Birds using only your thoughts, okay, like anger management treatment. So we took the Emotive headset. It's $300. There is an SDK for $500, which is fair enough. And you have also to get dressed a little bit. And I'm going to show you the video. So while the video is running, because it's a 1-minute video, I'm going to speak a little bit about innovation again. So innovation, everybody thinks that innovation is people flying in the air, like in a Red Bull video, or iPhone, or everybody are so ecstatic when they think about innovation. But innovation is actually being inside a box and trying to solve a problem. Like take this device, make it smaller, make it faster. Lots of constraints. So you have to know how to work in a resourceless environment without time, without budget. And these kind of creations that also add fun to the process, so you at least enjoy it, can teach you how to focus on the right thing and how to be creative while doing useless activities. Yeah, I finished the level. Thank you very much. Now go create something.